Welcome to a read-in by African American artists and poets. And I am LaDawndra R, your host and reader tonight. I am a native of Kansas City, Missouri, teacher for 30 years, elementary and high school. I'm a mother, a widow, a grandmother, community leader, serving 3 years as executive director at the Bartlett Center and a volunteer of the Black Archives Museum. I currently teach at a virtual academy where I teach high school students, Black history, psychology and sociology, and previously taught 14 years at Central High School. I want to introduce you as we begin tonight, our journey on African American artists, children's literature and poetry. My poem, I want to start off with, it's called Who Are These People? Who are these people with many shades of darkness, browns, tans, blacks, mulattoes? Some say they're a lost tribe, a people without an origin. Some say they have no purpose, a drag on society. I say they are a people with a rich history, a people who others find a mystery, a people with an African past, a people whom no adversity can outlast. But who are these people, you still might say? They are from the huts of Nigeria, the coastal sands of Senegal, Ivory Coast, Ghana, and Liberia. Their roots stretch back to Egypt and the Queen of the Nile. African Americans, they are called. Out of Africa, up from slavery, through civil rights to freedom at last. Through injustice, mistrial, they have defeated all odds. Through bombings, slayings, they have conquered it all. So who are these people? A strong and mighty tribe of Ashanti, Mandingo, Bantu, Zulu. They are warriors, tribesmen, freedmen too. They are lawyers, doctors, scientists, teachers, airmen, pilots, biologists, writers, inventors, leaders, mayors, preachers, and a president too. That's who they are. That's who they are. We're going to begin with our very first poet, or in this case, Eloise Greenfield, writer of children's poetry. And the first one is entitled, we're going to read tonight, is Harriet Tubman. But let me tell you a little bit about Eloise Greenfield. She was born in America. She's an African-American children's book writer and author poet, writes descriptive, rhythmic style, positive portrayal of African-American experience. She's been nominated for the NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Literature Work for Children. She's also won Coretta Scott King Awards for her books, and several of her books, the Three Generation Memoir, Honey, I Love, and The Great Migration, along with others. So the title of this poem is Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman didn't take no stuff. Wasn't scared of nothing neither. Didn't come into this world to be no slave. And wasn't going to stay one either. Farewell, she sang to her friends one night. She was mighty sad to leave them. But she ran away that dark, hot night, ran looking for her freedom. She ran to the woods and she ran through the woods with the slave catchers right behind her. And she kept on going till she got to the north where those mean men couldn't find her. 19 times she went back south to get 300 others. She ran for her freedom 19 times to save Black brothers and sisters. Harriet Tubman didn't take no stuff, wasn't scared of nothing neither. Didn't come into this world to be no slave, and didn't stay one neither. And didn't stay one neither. Second poem, and two or three of them, by the way, will be by various poets in this same book. One titled The Midway by Naomi Long Magic, excuse me. I can be anything. I'm sorry, Midway. Come this far to freedom and I won't turn back. I'm climbing to the highway from my old dirt track. I'm coming and I'm going, and I'm stretching and I'm growing, and I'll reap what I've been sowing, or my skin's not black. I prayed and slaved and waited, and I've sung my song. You've bled me, you starved me, but I've still grown strong. You've lashed me, and you've treated me, and you've everything but freed me. But in time, I know you need me, and it won't be long. I've seen the daylight breaking high above the bow. I've found my destination, and I've made my vow. So whether you abhorred me, or deride me, or even ignore me, mighty mountains loom before me, and I won't stop now. I Can by Mari Evans. I can be anything. I can do anything. I can think anything, big or tall, high or wide, long or narrow, fast or slow, because I can and I want to. And I want to. This next poem is entitled, Listen, Children, Listen. Listen, children, keep this in the place you have for keeping always. Keep it always. We have never hated Black. Listen, we have been ashamed, hopeless, tired, and mad. But always, always, we loved us. We have always loved each other, children. Always. Pass it on. The next several poems are by Nikki Giovanni, another African-American artist. And our first one is called 10 Years Old. I paid my 30 cents and rode by the bus window all the way down. I felt my knees were shining. I felt my funny hair with no hair. I felt funny, little funny with no hair on my head. Auntie Mel Bay cleaned me up, and I got off on time and walked past the lions and the guard straight up to the desk and said, Dr. Doolittle, stethoscope, please. And this really old woman said, do you have a library card? And I said, I live up here, up the street. And she said, Do you have a library card? And I said, this is the only place I can use the stethoscope for Dr. Doolittle. Miss Washington brought us here this spring to see it. And another lady said, give the boy what he wants. He wants to lead the race. And I said, no, ma'am, I want to see Dr. Doolittle. And she said, same thing, son, same thing. Next poem by Nikki Giovanni is entitled Dance Poem. Come, Nataki, dance with me. Bring your problem, dance with me. Pour your plate, whirl around. Nataki, dance with me. Won't you, Tony, dance with me? Stop your crying, dance with me. Feel the rhythm of my arms, don't. Let's cry, now dance with me. Tommy, stop your tearing up. Don't you hear the music? Don't you feel the happy beat? Hey, don't bite, Tommy, dance with me. Mommy needs a partner. Here comes Karma, she will dance. Trail and boogaloo. Short pink dress and dancing shoes. Karma wants to dance with me. Don't you, Karma, don't you? All you children gather round. We will dance and we will whirl. We will dance to our own song. We must spin to our own world. We must spin a soft black song. All you children gather round. We will dance together. The next poem is by Langston Hughes, very famous African-American poet. And the first one's titled Dream Variation. To fling my arms wide in some place of the sun, to whirl and to dance till the white day is done. Oh, then rest at cool evening beneath a tall tree, while night comes on gently, dark like me. That is my dream. To fling my arms wide in the face of the sun, dance, whirl and whirl till the quick day is done. Rest at pale evening, a tall, slim tree, night coming tenderly, dark like me. The Dreamkeeper by Langston Hughes. Bring me all of your dreams, you dreamers. Bring me all of your heart melodies. And I may wrap them in a blue cloud cloth, away from the too rough fingers of the world. For my people, the night is beautiful, so the faces of my people. The stars are beautiful, so the eyes of my people. Beautiful also is the sun. Beautiful also are the souls of my people. This poem is entitled Daddy's Little Girl by Linda Michelle Barron. My daddy's little girl, and my daddy told me. He borrowed a little piece of sun, waited until it cooled, then made me just the way he wanted me. looking at him with a bit of mommy added. And that sun he borrowed is why my face lights up so bright when I smile, and why all of me is so sunshiny. And my girlfriend said she's her daddy's little girl. And her daddy told her he cut her out of some midnight with a cookie cutter he got from her mama. He cut her out of midnight because that's his favorite, most fun time. That's why she is all of his happiness, especially when she smiles, letting the moon shine and the stars flash across her face. And my other girlfriend said she's her daddy's little girl. And her daddy told her that he calls her honey. Because one day he had a sweet tooth. So he and her mommy gathered up all the flowers they could and gave those flowers to a whole lot of worker bees. Those bees buzzed around and buzzed around until they designed her sweet tooth enough to fill his tooth with her honey drop kiss. Fill his heart with her honey shined face, and fill his life with her honey comb smile. So my girlfriends and I decided our daddy sure went to a lot of trouble to make us their little girls. We guess that's why we love them so much. Thank you, God and mommies, for helping them out. We love you too. We're wrapping up to the very end of our poems, and this one again, where we began with Eloise Greenfield, will be ending. It's entitled Things. And as you listen to this poem, you'll probably understand why it's the last one. Things. Went to the corner, walked in the store, bought me some candy. Ain't got it no more. Ain't got it no more. Went to the beach, played on the shore, built me a sand castle. Ain't got it no more. Ain't got it no more. Went to the kitchen, lay down on the floor, made me a poem. Still got it. Still got it. Thank you for joining me tonight. And hopefully you will enjoy these poems. Go read them again at your public library, borrow them. Honey, I Love by Eloise Greenfield was published in 1978. Spin, a Soft Black Song by Nikki Giovanni in 1985. Pass It On, a selected collection of poetry by Wade Hudson, 1993, and Who Are These People by LaDawndra R in 2013. Have a good evening.